Alright guys, I thought I'd share another video with you on this Mastercool Push Connect flaring tool set. It's a 71200. I've probably had this tool for probably at least 20 years. This tool has actually failed me as far as the hydraulics. Mastercool replaced the hydraulic unit with a newer style unit and it was not compatible with what I had. And I decided to go with the Viver. And if anybody watches my videos, and like I said, when I showed you this Viver kit, what ended up happening is the tooling slipped right through, or the tubing slipped right through the tooling and did not get the job done. So is what I ventured to do is actually repair my tool. So I'm gonna go through and show you what I did to actually get this working. And when I open the box, you'll see. So what ended up happening here is this hydraulic part of this has failed. It no longer works. You can buy a rebuild kit for it. To get this particular unit, it's a couple $100s. And I just wasn't going to spend another couple $100s on something I've had problems with from the get-go. Initially, what I was doing long before I decided to actually repair this, and I still didn't repair it, I should say, but get it to the point where I can use it. I unscrewed this off of here, and I determined what these threads were. And when I did, it was such an oddball thread, I couldn't find anything for it. So what I ended up doing was using a 9/16 bolt. And I put the nut up inside of here, and I use this as a forcing screw. So when I wanted to make my tooling or whatever, as you can see, I will put my dies in. I will put my dies in, and I was able to put this guy in here. And as what I had to actually do was grind. You see there's one thread, maybe two threads left in there. I had to grind that out to where it fit over the top of this guy. Set this in here. And then I would screw this into this. This became my forcing screw. Well, after you force it through there, is what you end up having to do is extract that. And one of the jobs of this tool is when you unthread this is to pull the tubing out of the die. So I haven't figured that part out yet, and what I'm probably going to do is put a panhead bolt on the end of this so I can fish it up through here and use a bolt to actually pull the tooling out. I haven't made it that far yet, but I'll show you what I have done so far. And what I did is I found this bolt right here. This is a 18mm by 1.5, which is what the threads were. This guy screws right in the side of here. So I can manually use this in the vise like I was before. I do not have to grind the bolt out or anything like that. I can use this as a forcing screw. So I can put my tubing flush. I can get my anvil or die in here, and I can crush this. And this just pushes right through. And this makes our fuel line or transmission disconnect for the Fords. I'm able to unscrew this out of here, and at the particular moment is what I've been doing. It's actually just taking this whole thing out here with the tube. I clamp it in the vise. I get two pry bars on each side. I pry this die out. But like I said, eventually what I'm going to do is actually get me a 3/8 screw or a 1/4 inch screw and attach it to this piece right here so I can make an extractor for this. So this will go in here. I would be able to slip the 1/4 inch bolt up inside of here, put my tooling in there, and then take and run a nut on the top side of this with a washer and extract this out. I know it might seem more work than what it's worth to some people, but I paid a lot of money for this tool, and to actually get it working again was going to cost me just as much as it was to buy a brand new one. If I wanted to buy the complete set, it was a ridiculous amount of money. This set is going for over $500. So it's what I opted to do is just do a little research, and there's a will, there's a way. So what I've done is actually bought this, like I said, forcing screw. I found this. This is actually a flywheel puller for a Kawasaki, which I found on Amazon, and I've adapted that to that. So like I said, I still have more tooling to make, but now I'm able to use this tool and put it to use. I just actually made some adapters for a 6.0 liter with that had a switching valve on it, and the front tank was disabled, full of garbage. So this allowed me to actually, instead of buying a $125 switching valve, it allowed me to actually bypass it and only run the rear tank. So I made 2 quick disconnects with this, hooked them up, hooked the lines to the front, and boom, we were on our way. But I thought I'd share that with you guys, and I'm going to share a little bit more with you. Like I said, I got the instructions here, which these instructions are a lot nicer than anything that came with the Beaver. Actually gives you all the dies, the adapters, and part numbers. Tells you what's in the set as far as adapters. If you want to buy additional adapters, you can. For the flaring tool, for the double flaring tool. I take it this is a universal catalog. And then it gives you a description on how to use the tool. This is very detailed as far as instructions. Takes you step by step and allows you to see how it's used and use it correctly. Unlike the Beaver is not like that, and if you're lucky, you'll probably get it in some foreign language, more than likely. This is actually the receipt when I originally bought this, and this was the warranty that I got on this. I bought this from Royal Equipment. The gentleman has passed away. I haven't seen him in a long time. Like I said, Roy Davis. I bought this probably 25 years ago, and I had this warranted. This was the second time I had it warranted. So unit price to him was $137.98. I was charged $275.96. That was back in the day when you couldn't get on YouTube or Amazon or eBay or any of that and buy this for wholesale. You were subjected to tool costs or tool store, so brick and mortar place. But I thought I'd share that with you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna get some more use out of this now that I've managed to retrofit this. I will have to do some other retrofitting. Like I said, either drill a hole in the bottom of this so I can actually put an adapter on this to use it as a puller and installer, or just independently use this as an extractor. Haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Like I said, I've managed to get it out of there by using 2 pry bars, but I would like to remedy that. So something else I got to work on. But like I said, I thought I'd share that with you guys. Thought I'd share the, how long ago was it that I purchased it. I meant to show you guys the date. I was showing you the receipt, but the main reason was to show the date. 3/26/01. So that's how long ago that I bought this. It's been out of commission for some time, but I managed to resurrect this. Was sourcing through Amazon and a few other places to actually buy this forcing screw, and that's the main reason I wanted to share that with you guys today. So I don't know, all you guys give me a like, share, subscribe. If I can answer any questions about this tool or any other tool, let me know. I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. Give me a like, share, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.